How many carats is it? How many
carrots is it?
These carrots.
How much money should you spend on your hopeful future fiance's engagement ring? As much as you can afford to lose when she runs away. Oh, I'm sorry. This video is supposed to be a lot more positive than that. Okay, positivity reporting for duty. Let's get straight to it because I know the men. I know a lot of my viewership, most of my viewership, at least currently, is male focused. And I know all y'all got something in the water when it comes to your attention spans. And by the way, if you're a lady looking for an engagement ring for your other lady, you're welcome too. It's 2025. Let's get straight to it. I can feel distraction-orama getting into the video here. Okay, 4 C's when it comes to engagement rings. I'm trying to make this as relatable, as useful, as helpful as possible. So I don't care if you go to an independent jeweler, a brand name, jamesallen.com, baby. I don't care where you go. These tips are gonna help you on every door you knock on. Personally, what I recommend you do, go to the independent jeweler because on top of this 50%, you might save even a little bit more because they are that much more incentivized to give you business and take you away from the Tiffany and the De Beers and the hoity-toity doors at the mall, honey. So let's talk about it. 4 C's, just like the shape that shrimp should be when you cook it all the way through. Carat, color, clarity, and cut. So let's go through all of these factors one by one. I'm gonna have example like snapshots here on the screen so that you can follow along. Again, stay focused, don't lose me. I'm trying to save you money. When it comes to the cut, not a lot going on there. And sorry, by the way, before I get into it and you're like, why should I listen to this random person on the internet with like all this bling bling on her neck? Well, okay, some of my credentials include, first of all, having come from literally nothing, like going from like food bank to lawyer. But now that we made it, honey, I gotta spend my money somewhere. So one of the places I like to spend it most is jewelry. Not necessarily diamond jewelry, because as we'll talk later, that loses value real quick. Custom jewelry, like I invest in the art of jewelry crafting. I also through being a business lawyer, have a lot of jeweler clients. And I'm gonna tell you right now, the second you buy this diamond we're about to talk about, it's a fact, 90% of its value is going like that. I've had diamond jeweler clients tell me, customer buys a $20,000 diamond from me, I wouldn't buy that ish back for $3,000. And no, I'm not telling you to stray away from diamond jewelry because a girl's gotta have what a girl's gotta have. I feel like that is still the classic engagement ring. So we were talking about the 4 C's, the cut. When it comes to it, the cut is gonna be the matter of least relevance when it comes to saving money, although there are certain cuts that are more expensive than others, like the round cut. The circle is going to be known for being one of the most expensive cuts. So if you're trying to, be money conscious, I would say stay away from the circle perhaps, but not necessarily go for this exact cut. Clarity. This is going to be that range that you hear the rappers talking about, I got my VVS's on my neck, things like that. I'm going to pull up here on the screen like a snapshot as I'm talking of the clarity scale, like in case this is your intro to shopping for a dime. So when it comes to the clarity, there's literally going to be like the Mecca standard of a flawless diamond. And that's the literal stamp of clarity. A flawless diamond. That's what it's called. That's not me calling it flawless. Beyond that, the VVS standard is usually what is seen to be, because a lot of jewelers honestly don't even sell flawless diamonds. They're very hard to come by. The gold standard is going to be the VVS. Remember I said the rappers, VVS is on my neck? Okay, so that is the colloquially accepted highest standard possible. The difference between a VVS, and there's 1 and 2s, and then a VS, 1 and 2s, is not discernible to the human eye. So a great way to start macheting the savings on that diamond is going to be, instead of a VVS 1 or VVS 2, you go for a VS 1 or even more savings on a VS2. This is not at the level of inclusions, of imperfections at the diamond that are going to be visible to the human eye. You are safe here. And I'm not blind, honey. It's 2020 over here. Save yourself some money. At most, start looking at that VS range. Now, of course, it doesn't go the same way, right? So I'm not saying if you go below VS, you won't see that either. You start to notice it once we get to the S level, because there's the SI1, SI2. You do start to notice that, especially with the larger size of diamonds, which we'll talk about the carats in a little bit. The larger size of diamonds, you will notice it because it'll be more stress. Like same as if this video was shot on like a potato. If you watch it on your iPhone, you'll notice it's a little weird. But if you blow me up on your TV, you're gonna be like, holy hell. So the bigger the diamond stretches, the inclusions are more noticeable. The caveat being not at the VS level. The differences between those two, not visible to most human eyes. Unless your lady is like, you know, peregrine falcon, it's not gonna be visible to the eye. Color of diamond. If you stretch it to its extreme, a colorless diamond is going to be like super see-through, super shiny, and the most ish colored diamond is going to be like yellow, like color of teeth, right? There's that spectrum there. Okay, when it comes to the colors, they are batched in categories. So this is again where you can get away with a little bit. D is like the most colorless diamond. D. Now with it, and that is in the colorless category. However, the colorless category also has two other letters to it, E and F, aka deaf, honey, which you better not be. This better not be falling on deaf ears. Sorry, that came across a little too spicy. You can be deaf, all are welcome. However, you better not be deaf to the message is what I'm trying to say. D, E, F, that is the colorless category. The difference between an F and a D, she's not going to be able to tell the difference to the eye. They fail time and time again when they do these like comparisons out in public. They go ask people, they don't know, okay? Nobody's going to know the difference. And I might go even as far as to say that you could get away with even a G. So the G is going to be the next level of clarity. You might even get away with a G. How many carats is it? How many carats is it? Carat is literally a measure of weight. Did you know that? 1 carat is 0.2 grams. So a 5 carat ring, which would be in the hundreds of thousands, is going to be a 1 gram ring. Carat is a measure of weight. It is not a measure of the quality of diamond in any freaking way. Don't let anybody tell you it is, because it's not. The absolute biggest scam in the diamond world, I believe, and where the biggest savings can come in, is that the conversation around diamonds is almost exclusively, as regards the public, focused on carats. How many carats is it? How many? Should we do this again? Carats is it? That's the biggest conversation. It's weight. And because the jewelers know that, the most delicious way they're going to scam you is because the average lady that cares about the diamonds is going to say, I don't know, at least a carat, at least a carat. So the best way for the jewelers to scam you is the prices at the 1.0 carat mark are berserkly insane compared to the prices of, hey, 0.92 carats, 0.95 carats, 0.99 carats. You can have it be almost 1 carat, which will be almost an identical weight, because if 1 carat is 0.2 grams, you tell me, if you're a science or math guy, hello, what the gram difference is between a 0.96 and a 1.0 carat ring. I'll wait. And by the way, while I'm waiting, I should tell you, this is a great time for you to subscribe to my channel. Like I mentioned in passing earlier in this video, I have made the journey from going to the food banks to survive to being a lawyer reeling in billionaire clients. It has been the climb of a lifetime. And the most satisfying part is I did it all myself. But to do it all myself, I've been burned so many damn times. So many scams and hardships and challenges and difficulties behind the scenes that I have persevered through, that my biggest mission is to share these messages on YouTube, which is the most powerful platform for sharing messages, and help as many people as I can. I have a goal of getting to 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year, 2025, and I would love if you're a part of that goal. It's free to subscribe. And hey, I just saved you thousands of dollars watching this video, so help your girl out. Click subscribe. Now, back to the carat conversation. The difference in carat size is going to be the single largest difference, I feel, when it comes to the price of the diamond. The difference between a 0.92, 0.91, 0.93 carat, again, I'm showing examples here on the screen, is going to be insane. That is going to be where the bulk of the savings, we're averaging out to about 50% savings. And the biggest bulk, again, is going to come from carats. And nobody's going to know. And I get it. I get that this is such an emotional time of your life. I get it. But if you're with this person for the right reasons, one way that I look at savings is like, not that this is money I'm going to set aside and not touch, but that I can do something else really good or really fun or really helpful with this money. And that's maybe a conversation you want to have with your future fiance as well. You know, if a 1 carat D-colored ring is going to come in at $10,000, but a 0.92 carat F or G colored is going to come in at $5,000 or $6,000, it's not, hey honey, like this is money I'm keeping away from your jaws of attack. That's not how we talk to our significant other. It's that, hey, you know, I really want to make you happy, but I think this is a really good idea. You get a ringlet to the eye, it's going to look the same. Everybody's going to love it. You're going to love it. But with this extra money, we can top up and go on a that much more luxury honeymoon, for example. Or we can replace the floors on our condo, or we can redo part of the kitchen in our new home, and, you know, just have like that much more of an amazing start to our life together. As you know, the partner proposing, you've worked hard for this money. At the end of the day, it's your choice how you design your ring. And who you choose to propose to, by the way. That's a whole other story. I can't fit that one in 10 minutes. But it's your choice what you do with your money. And speaking of topping up your luxury honeymoon, I just posted a video. I'm doing this like luxury hack series. I just posted a video on my top 3 luxury travel hacks on how I have saved hundreds of thousands of dollars in luxury travel in the last 5 years. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one, and the next one is going to be another luxury hack. So make sure you're back for that.